everyone, welcome back to my channel here at the Cherish Mum Space Coaching. I'm Miranda Hodge and I'm the life coach and teacher behind this channel. Now, what I do here is help people with their parenting, with well-being, with emotional strategies and with mindset. Okay, so these are really, really important to be a healthy and happy parent and to create healthy and happy kids. All right, so today's session is going to be all about my morning routine chart and morning routine charts in general. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys one of chart that I've made for my kids that I use. Okay, and I've put all of my teacherness and all of my coachiness into it. Really simple document. I'm going to be sharing that with you, but also I'm also going to be sharing with you the reasons why I have designed it the way that I have. Okay, why is it important for kids to have morning routines? Because A, we want them to be able to learn how to be independent. B, we want them to start learning how to do things with intrinsic motivation rather than extrinsic motivation. But the difference between those two things, I've got another video on it. I'll link it below in the description. Okay, intrinsic is more inner motivated and extrinsic is more exterior motivated, basically in a 2-second time frame there. So that's what we want our kids to be doing. Okay, we're working towards that. So we want to teach our children independence and give them the strategies to do so. People don't just go, oh, I'm independent. Okay, it's really, really helpful for us as parents and it's helpful for them as kids if we can give them the tools and the strategies. And it's called scaffolding as a teacher. Scaffold their learning so that they can start to really, really thrive themselves. Okay, and a morning routine chart might sound really cheesy, but it's a great way to do this thing with small children. Okay, so I'm thinking like primary school age children. Okay, so 12 and under. Okay, now, first of all, before I do anything else, I'm actually going to share with you my routine chart. I've actually made this for my own children because they need it. And I don't want to be telling everyone what to do every 5 seconds. So basically, here's the routine chart. I'll just get that out of the way. So we've got, I've got a bit of a code up here for what needs to happen every day and what needs to happen just on school mornings. Okay, so I've got 4 categories: body hygiene, my space organization, pack my things, and be prepared. Okay, so these are the sorts of things. Now, the first thing that I want to do is tell you all about why I've got it in colors and in those categories. Now, this has taken me ages to work out and ages to put into a reasonable container here. Having those colors means that the kids can go, have I done all of this one? Yes, I have. Which one am I up to now? Which, having a category, so in this case, the categories are coloured. Having a category that they can work on is really, really helpful because they can tick that off in their brain. Okay, and if you think about the fact that our voices become our child's inner voice, so what we say becomes their inner voice, basically the idea is that this becomes their inner mental list, right? So get dressed, brush and do your hair, clean your teeth, socks and shoes. We all need that every single day, pretty much, in our lives if we're going to exit the house, right? So useful. The other one is the next one down, which is why it's also got a star on it, because it's every morning we need to do this. Open the blinds in your bedroom, okay? No growing mushrooms in your bedroom, teenagers, right? Pick up your clothes, shut your cupboards, put away your breakfast dishes. Those sorts of things are just, for me, at the moment, the things that I want my kids to be doing every single day. Okay, and for starters, also, they're not actually chores. They're just part of being a healthy and happy person and being prepared for your day. Okay, so after that, we can go play. If it's the weekend, you can go play. You can go, do whatever, all of those things. But unless you're having a pajama day, those things need to be done every day. Now, as you can see, I've got the school mornings thing here. I've got a little apple showing what happens on school mornings. Now, if you're like my kids and you're busy and sometimes you're a bit messy, get home from school and put your stuff down and then either can't find it the next day, which is very annoying, or you just need a bit of a reminder on what to put in your bag, okay, or just to check off whether or not you've put it in your bag. That's why I made this one. Okay, the be prepared one is really helpful, but it's all going to be different days, obviously. We don't have basketball every day. We don't have piano every day. We don't have library at school every day or art, or we don't have to hand in homework every day. That's usually at the end of the week. So being prepared is one of those places where you can go through and just sort of check off which one's going to work for you. Yep, I made it big and clear, really, really easy. Okay, so now we've had a little look at the chart. that I'm using. Okay, you might have your own chart. I don't know, but this is a handy printable for you if you want to grab it from my Etsy shop. So for starters, having the So having those categories means that kids can learn to focus on one thing at a time or one section at a time, which is very, very helpful because if all scattered, we all forget all the different things. Okay. And the last thing, the main thing that I really, really love about having a morning routine chart is, apart from all those other really great things for the kids, for the parents, it's so much easier because if the child can read, then you can direct them to the routine chart. Now, if you can just do that, just say, check out what's on your routine chart and work out what you haven't done yet. It's not going to work for all kids. I'm not here to say, I'm a teacher, I understand it's not going to work for every single child, but if it works for 2 out of your 3 kids, if it works for 1 out of your 2 kids, wow, it's so helpful. Okay. And it might be something they have to grow into and you have to work with for a while. But if you can have a routine chart there for your kids, then that's going to mean that they can start doing things by themselves. And you might come in and go, wow, you've done all the things on the purple one. You've done all the things on the orange one. Well done. I'm so proud of you. You're becoming independent and you're becoming someone who can look after themselves to get ready for school. Okay, or to get ready for kindergarten or whatever it is. Okay, now some of those things are a little bit too much for small kids to do themselves. Obviously, we're not talking about toddlers, but some things they can do. Okay, the other thing that really, really helps with that, again, I forgot about this one until just now, having that up on the wall. If you're super overwhelmed, and you all know that I work with parents who are overwhelmed and stressed and have too much going on, if you're overwhelmed and stressed, and even if your kids can't read, you can look at that chart and go, okay, what do we need to do next? Because if you're anything like I used to be, then looking around and going, I don't even know what we're up to. I don't know what child 2 has put on their feet. I don't know who's put their lunch in their bag. And you have to go through and check all that stuff and it takes more time. So, or otherwise stand there and try and think about what has to happen next. For me, it's cut out heaps of the overwhelm. It makes me realize what needs to happen next. And it just means that I'm not so frustrated. I'm not so easily angered at my kids. And I'm not standing there having an overwhelm moment in the middle of the kitchen going, I need to make lunches and answer questions and think about what has to happen next for the eldest child. Whoa, I don't need to do any of that because the eldest child can go read this, right? So that's what happens with my morning routine chart for kids. So if you want to check it out, then check it out in my Etsy link, which is in the description below. Don't forget to check out that other video on intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. All right. If you are someone who is interested in doing coaching with me, if you want to find out more about what I do, if you are overwhelmed and your head's all tangled up and you want someone to talk to about how to untangle it and get some things straightened out in your life and in your headspace, then I might be the person that is perfect for you. If so, if you want to find out more about it, then please email me at thecherishedcommunity@gmail.com. Okay, all the links are below, everything else is below, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, amazing day. See ya.